Okay, my hand is off center. Well, anyways, this is gonna be hard to record. This is my first time recording with a camera. But, anyways, today I'm here to talk about these. What are these? You can barely read them. That's because my camera won't focus. But these are KAPBOM, KAPBOM, Super Nintendo controllers. But not regular Super Nintendo controllers. These are USB, as you can see. I decided to record this because I just wanted to show how they're like, and I have a little tip regarding them. So, first of all, let's go into build quality here. How do they feel like just holding in your hand? Pretty good, actually. I have an actual Super Nintendo controller stored away in my closet, which I'm not gonna go take right now because it's it's in the middle of a lot of cables and it would take a while. I'm lazy as shit. Anyways, the D-pad feels great. The start and select buttons feel native pretty much. The L and R buttons feel a little bit more clicky than the originals, or maybe I'm remembering it wrong because the controller I have is a little bit older. As you can see, the buttons here are not recessed. I'm not sure if the Super Famicom buttons were recessed or not, but I do know that the Super Nintendo buttons were recessed. But here, they're not. That's not such a big deal though, because for me, what matters the most here is the form factor. So it's time for me to explain what the hell this is. Let's go into my desktop here. Hang on, let me just add the camera real quick. Let's just put it somewhere like there. So this is a normal Super Nintendo controller. I'm not pretending it isn't, but the problem with these KAPBOM, whatever controllers is that the up, left, right, down triggers you see, not triggers but buttons you see here, they're too close to each other. So whenever you press down or right or up or left, sometimes you're going to activate one another. So what I did was I just took some electrical tape and I put it like right here. Let me see if I can open it up with paint. Yes, I can. So what I did was yeah, whatever. No, here. So I did this, this, and this. This kind of remedies the situation. I had only done it on this controller. That's why, as you can see, it has the black electrical tape. But then I did it on this controller as well because the results were so satisfactory that I ended up kind of liking it. It kind of worked. I say kind of because sometimes it still has the problem that I'm talking about. Anyways, let's go ahead and try it out, right? So, first place that I'm going to try out a controller is obviously on RetroArch. So let's go ahead, take it, and USB it. So as you can see, it's recognized as a USB gamepad, and for some reason it doesn't work at first. If I remove this and try out the other, it also doesn't work. I'm not entirely sure why RetroArch is doing this, because I have configured these controllers in the past. But if I go into Input, RetroPad Bind, and then select USB Gamepad, they are working because I've already configured them. There is only one problem that you have to keep in mind. which is that the L and R buttons are going to be mapped as essentially shoulder buttons, or not shoulder, but trigger buttons. So you're going to want to go into them and then press the L button, R button, press the R button. After that, you're golden. You can go ahead and play whatever game you want. Let's go ahead and play some Mario, because what else would you play with a Super Nintendo controller besides Mario? Just kidding, of course. Super Nintendo library is amazing, but I'll show a little bit of gameplay and see if the glitch that I was talking about happens. Not the glitch, but the physical hardware problem happens. I'm only going to play the first level on the right, because I don't know, that's just what I want to play. Let me take the mouse away. I have no idea if my hands are centered. I don't really care. And let's go. Look at my trick. I like this. Hell yeah. I've always impressed girls doing that. So you saw just that Mario kind of looked down there. That's the problem that I'm talking about. It doesn't happen all the time, and it certainly happened a lot less ever since I did the electrical tape trick, but it still happens sometimes. But it's totally excusable though, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. Let's just get this level done with. I don't care about Yoshi coins or whatever. Let's just get a 1-up. Let's see if I remember which one it is. Hell yeah. Okay, couldn't quite grab that. Alright, close RetroArch. So it still happens, but it's a lot more rare now. And to play some types of games like Sonic, it basically never happens when I play Sonic, which is kind of weird, you know, playing Sonic with a Super Nintendo controller. But trust me, it's actually pretty comfortable. It never happens when playing RPGs, navigating around the menus, or playing Chrono Trigger on my TV with Laka, which I'll probably make an episode about, because the way I installed Laka was not very orthodox at all. It was an unlocked chip RK3229, which, if you don't know, is basically the processor that they put on TV boxes, cheap Chinese TV boxes. So I kind of want to make a video about that. Anyways, let's go into Steam, configurations, controller, and let's start the test. As you can see here on Steam, it's recognized as a PS1 controller, but it works. I had to reconfigure it though, because these two were being recognized as shoulder buttons, or rather triggers, not shoulder buttons. And this was being recognized as an analog stick. This being recognized as an analog stick is not that big of a deal, but some games I knew would have trouble with it, such as Tekken. So I just, you know, quickly put it as a D-pad, and now it works just fine. So yeah, it works with Steam. Of course, you know, you have to keep in mind that this is not going to work on every game. Steam has Steam input, which takes care of controllers for you. But yeah, for emulators for Steam, these are pretty good, even though they have the D-pad problem, which you can easily fix. As you can see, I've already voided my warranty there because I fixed the controller problems. I don't remember which one is worse out of the two, but one of them works pretty damn well. And the reason why is because these cost me $4 each. So $8 plus $2 shipping, that was just $10. So I really don't mind. That was cheap. So anyways, thank you for watching. I just wanted to talk about these controllers real quick. Let's take a look at the boxes again. Let's see what do they read. So this is the front part. Have a game experience without any precedent. The controller presents buttons and graphics smooth and easy to use. Enjoy the emotion of the game and take advantage of your opponents and the advanced resources of the super controller. Okay, whatever the fuck they're talking about. It's just jargon. I did some research on this company, but not much came up. Not even their catalog. You have to actually ask for their catalog to get it, which is weird, but whatever. These controllers work. They work on Laka, they work on RetroArch, they work on any emulator you throw them at, and they work on Steam input. So if you're considering getting these, maybe you're buying them from AliExpress, or maybe you're buying them from Mercado Libre or Mercado Livre if you're from Brazil. These are pretty good. I actually kind of like them. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye bye.